I quit. Star Master blessed me with your fairy powers because I died here. See, do you know that if you die, I die also? I don't care because I don't want to hell with this nonsense anymore. So many unpopular opinions about my favorite cells. Someone really hated season 6 at Gumball, and someone hated on the 20th episode of My Little Pony. Why can't they know about the two about those events? You tried to persuade the Leeway haters, went on another one about the finale, and now you wanted to die? This is an adult channel. Your stupid speech. We both know you can pronounce words, especially the R's. You see, you can't use that language in my videos. You know that there's kids watching. Forget the kids. They're the reason why they win our childhoods. And see, we're almost adults, not kids. But we both have autism. And I don't like how people assault it online. Okay, and see, how about I call one of my friends and we have a nice conversation going on? Just don't kill yourself, okay? Fine, but I will attack you if I don't like your friend. Okay, Nancy, meet my friend Katrina.
Hi, I'm Katrina. I'm here to collab with stars for her next videos.
Why are you friends with a cat? Oh, we don't want any more adults in this video anyways. We don't make any money anyways. But think about the kids. Okay, fine. If you really want to be on the hater side.
So what do you want us to do?
Well, we need to take turns to sell Isa and C's promise that were down here.
But wouldn't Edgy be even more mad if we did that?
Well, we just need to try. If she gets mad, we could also teach these spears a lesson.
Okay.
I tired of this. So, Nancy, I heard you got sent to two people hanging on the Amazing World Gumball. Well, yes. How can people compare themselves to an adult show like South Park? It also doesn't help that people are exposed to the good parts of it online. To be honest, I know that My Little Pony also had that problem, but eventually the fans stopped it. But it was too late for some people as they already became haters. Why do you say bullies? Is it because you don't want to insult them but even mentioning it? Sometimes I don't want to hurt people's feelings when I mention their names. Anyways, do you know what kind of stuff that Gumball fans are overusing? Is it the references and we like issues? Yes, because of that, some reviewers, especially on DeviantArt, hate the later season and call it the baby version of adult cartoons. Do they know that not every single episode had political stuff, managers, or online culture? Okay, Nancy, come on. I think we know what episodes are they, but I'm pretty sure it's not that many. There's the hero, the finale, the great beast, the fly, the boss, the bros, the society, the dower, the ugly, the upwells, the hub, the girlfriend, the parasite, the awkwardness, the place, the blame, the compilation, the guy, the boredom, the vision, the code, the test, the slide, the campus, the stars, the grace, the best, the worst, the deal, the nuisance, the father, the quiz, the fate, the candidate, the recipient, the Paris, the intelligence, the transformation, the understanding, the the goals, the awareness, the possession, the silence, the wish, the factory, the web, the revolt, the VS, the acquisition. Wow, I thought it wasn't that many. Exactly, since people are now taking this too seriously, so Gumball will be a kid show. But do you remember My Little Pony, Nancy? When the show first aired, it had simple storylines the kids follow. Now it has serious issues to handle to teens or even adults that grew up with that show. Same goes to Warrior Show, the Bastard Tie and Gumball. Still doesn't play how seasons 2 through 4 now see clear episodes like The Great Beast, The Blade, The Fawn for having serious issues to the target audience that were still kids. Maybe they were intended for the parents to share a good lesson to their kids when they grow up. Then how about people who misinterpreted the message? Like the girlfriend's mom was supposedly that you have to make signs if you're in a toxic relation, but there's nothing even close to that in the episode. Okay, and see, maybe we should spend the lesson more clearly to people so that there's less haters of that episode. Okay, Katrina, this is your turn to talk to her about one of her issues.
I don't know what to pick.
Well, how about how autism is portrayed online? Maybe we could do something with that.
Great idea. Hey, Edgy, I know there's a lot of confusion from people on what exactly autism is. I think if you shared your thoughts and feelings and your experience with people, they would understand better what autism is, and they could appreciate your experience as an autistic person. We all have struggles that we go through in life, but it's our approach to handling our struggles is what counts. What bothers you about how autism is portrayed online?
I just don't like how it's been a mess about people being childless without knowing the actual me to it.
I see. Do you think if you educated the people on autism, they would still make those offensive memes?
Maybe, but since you guys see my tweets on Twitter, I don't think people will understand that both me and Stars have autism if we are recently. I know that people can mistake us as childless if we're honoring, but we can still quiet this circle our way. You just don't get that females have a small percentage to have autism. So does that mean that this is autism?
Stop it, please. Oh no.
Guys, is there something on? Oh, Stars, Essie, can you calm down? Oh, I just can't do this to myself. When you guys started to talk about my autism, I said actually say something nice instead of getting angry about those words on Twitter. It says whenever someone broke my heart, I get so mean like how I did about total ulcers, my opinion. It's just telling me to get too honest about my opinions about YouTube like 2018, the finale, or when I heard people talk about Gumball getting says a kid's version of a adult. So I know that the second episode or so they may have been impacted to us. If we never see the millennium one, then maybe we would have liked the second season of Gumball, even the finale. They say that we should judge a book by its title, but because the final reckoning and the finale has serious ideas, especially their titles, then we always get reminded at that moment. And don't forget to mention that you dissed me after we got out of the bird factory. I thought you will hate me after being my baddie when it's not my true form. I guess you guys are right. Maybe I just have to tell the truth about my behavior without being a misery for that one.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but it sounds tragic.
Maybe from now on, I will use my age for something important, not to force people to taste their opinions. So, does that mean this will be your last NC Opinions episode? Well, it's up to my viewers. However, I will be passionate about my opinions this time. I'm sorry about those times I got out of hand about my opinions, issues that will probably never get solved. So why not end this video on a good note? Okay, if you see me or start to get mad, then this video will tell you why. And with that being said, we hope you have a good day and bye!